Hey, what's up? It's Jake from Nimbus DevOps, and I'm here to talk to you about name localization. We're familiar with all types of comprehension and generator expressions now, so let's talk about localization within them. Now, Python 3 localizes loop variables in all four forms of comprehensions, so your list, your dictionary, your set, your generator expressions. The behavior is therefore different from that of a for loop. So let's take an example and look at this is kind of like in the line of scoping. So let's say we have big A is 100, and we're going to say EX1 is a list A for A in range 5. Okay, pretty simple. And if we were to print A, this should print 100. Okay, and let's just test that. So if I say Python and then I call this localization, we get 100. So let's try a second example. So let's say I have example 2, and I'm going to make a list A for A in range 5. Okay, and then we want to print big A. This should also print 100. With me so far? We got an example 3, and we're going to make this set A colon 2 times A for A in range 5. And if we print A, you're never going to guess what we get. You guessed it, 100. And then let's make a fourth example and say set A for A in range 5. Oops, equals. And then let's print A, print big A. What do you think that prints out? You guessed it, 100. So S now I'm going to set is 0. Okay, and then I'm going to say for A in range 5, S plus equals A. Oops, A. And then we want to print big A. Print big A. What does that give you? 4. So in this code, we're declaring a global name A equals 100. Okay, at the top here, let me scroll up. There we go. And then we just exercise list, dictionary, and set comprehensions in a generator expression. None of these alter the global name A. Conversely, you can see at the end of the for loop modifies it, and the last print statement prints 4. So what happens if A wasn't there? What do you think would what do you think would happen? Let's comment it out and see what happens. Comment it out. And then let's just be like, boop, name error, A is not defined. So this code would work in the same way with any other type of comprehension or generator expression after you run the first line. A is not defined in the global namespace though, so the for loop behaves differently. So for the for loop, when you say S is 0 for A in range 5, S plus equals A, it prints 4. If we were to print globals after that, just give me the globals, then what would happen? Well, let's go ahead and just comment these out for posterity. What does this look like? Holy cow. So we got 4 again, right? And then we have all of our globals. So together with a lot of boilerplate stuff you've omitted, you can essentially you can spot A is 4 in here, right? Okay. So that code shows that after a for loop, if the loop variable wasn't defined before it, you can find it in the global frame. And to make sure of it, I printed out globals just to show you the built-in functions that you would use it to find it. And if you look very carefully in here, you'll see A is 4, and that's in the globals. So there you go. So that's just a little bit about name localization. It's not something you're gonna like use, but you just need to understand again as you get more into all these expressions and comprehensions and things like that. That scope still matters, and it's something that you should be wary of all the time. Always be cognizant of where you're scoping things. So I hope that helps you understand name localization. If you have any questions, let me know. And if not, then happy coding.